Okay, so it's been 2 months since I had a Finding Grace episode. I've done six of them. I did pre-AGT, her music there, the early stuff, and then I did the four on AGT, and then I did Gossip Girls, which finished, that was number six, which finished out the Perfectly Imperfect album, which came out in late 2016. And now I'm moving on into 2017, and I'm going to focus on a few of her performances in 2017 eventually, and of course the Just the Beginning album, which came out in November of 2017. And this song, City Song, came off of that album. And I'm doing the video on that. The three reasons I'm starting with this is it is a big break away from the very personal type of music, relationship type of music that Grace was doing before. This is complete exuberance and an immersion into city life. It's fascinating in that regard. Oh, by the way, this hat, Slippy and Slippy's Slippery Slope, is all from a new humor site that just popped up for conservatives and libertarians, I guess. It's called it's called slipperycow.com. There's a link to it on in front of you right there. So I really highly recommend it. It's funny as anything. Anyway, so Grace, with the three primary reasons I'm doing this one first from the Just the Beginning album are the writing on it is very sort of image like, very short verses, very short phrases, fresh laid concrete, melodies blowing, don't care where I'm going, but the day is wasting, and then the rumble of voices, bass to our song. So you've got very clipped, and this is sort of unusual writing for Grace. It's very imagery oriented. I really like that. It's of course terrific. I mean, what singer talks about the fresh laid concrete? Grace is an immersive being. She immerses herself into something. And I like the fact that she's immersing herself away from a relationship in this song. And then those two reasons are the first two. And the third one is this video. This video, for me at the time, this came out in January of 2018. And this video for me proved that Grace VanderWaal is more than just a prodigy, lyricist, vocalist. She's also a performer. A video, she can do video songs, video music. I mean, she is charismatic. She's captivating. You can't take your eyes off of her. She's so exuberant. This song proved that what would later become obvious as well, that she could do like a great video performance in something like her two rock songs, Repeat and Don't Assume What You Don't Know. But this was the one. This, for me, seeing this, I'm like, wow, Grace VanderWaal is not just somebody who can get up in front of a microphone. She's somebody that a producer can revolve a complete video song around. And it's amazing in that regard. There are some other songs that are exuberant on the Just the Beginning. Also, obviously, Florets, and Sick of Being Told, and Just a Crush. The other songs are very personal and kind of deep. Darkness keeps chasing me, and A Better Life, and several others. All of them just extraordinary songs. I mean, that album itself is a classic for history, obviously. But the reason I'm doing this Finding Grace series, real quick, just in case you haven't been following this series, is that I consider Grace VanderWaal to be the best possibly ever in 5 different categories. And that is the first one being the most vulnerable and benevolent, like Marilyn Monroe, most ingenious lyrics, seriously, and most sort of introspective and logical about her introspection and personal about that. That's 3. The most nuanced vocals. She does more with her voice, in my perspective, than anybody has ever done, and is very comfortable doing it. You know, I've talked about it before. The rasps, the vibrato, the squeaks, the squeals, everything else, and all of those together create the most complex atmosphere. So that's the reason I started this series. And this is number 7. And so I thought what we'd do is just go ahead and jump into this and just listen to how she does this clipped. There's not a long sentence in this song, which she had never, in my knowledge, ever done before. And so that it's one of those imagery songs. You know, it's been done many times before, and I've even done a couple of reactions, but she does it so incredibly. And this video itself is just extraordinary. So I thought we would run through this and show where Grace has come in the almost year and a half by the time this was put out, almost a year and a half from the time she won AGT. So let's go with this. I'm going to stop it, perhaps many times to talk about her and the video and the music. So here we go. First time, yeah, I'm stopping it already. First time, I'll start it over. I'll just back it up right now and just start over. First time I heard this, with it starting out with that almost, I guess it's sort of a choral, or whatever that is. I'm not sure how they get that sound. And then the horns blowing. So it's telegraphing where it's going to go, but you're already feeling like this is an immersive experience. And I remember the first time watching this going, wow, this is not Grace VanderWaal. I mean, this is something new. Wow. And so I really love that. I love the surprise. So here we go again.
Fresh laid concrete, melodies blowing. Don't care where I go.
Did you see how she darted around there, that little spin? And you know, I don't know if somebody is trying to adjust my volume a little bit. I don't know if somebody is telling her that's what she needs to do, but she does it so effortlessly and so beautifully. Let's watch that again, the way she spins. And again, I remember the first time watching this thinking, wow, she translates really well to video. Goodness gracious. Let's watch that again. I just love her on that balcony too.
Concrete,
great.
Melodies blowing. Don't care where I'm going.
Oh, that squeal.
But the day's wasting.
Okay. The squeal. And then the cannon shot of her actual voice. There's so much confidence there. It's that thing I'm talking about on her having the most nuanced vocals. She goes so many places with it, with her voice, that it leaves you flabbergasted, completely starstruck. Let's listen to that again.
Just keep moving away. But the day's wasting.
Rasp, break.
Just keep moving.
That look she just gave the camera. Look at the confidence in that look. This girl is freaking 13 years old. When this was made, she wasn't even quite 14 yet. Look at the look on her face here. Look at that. Look at that look, folks. Wow. Amazing. Love her style also. That leopard jacket. And this also is a big change on her look, on her hair and everything else. Obviously, the transition is beginning to happen and moving out. I remember thinking on AGT, gosh, where's she going to go? She's going to go someplace. Is it going to have style? Is it going to have class? Is it going to have the depth? Is she going to have all those things? And obviously, this video for me proved that everything was not authentic on AGT. Okay, here we go.
Keep moving.
I love the styling.
And take it all in. The
Wow.
the voices to the beats to our song. The horns are just on the beat.
That snare drum coming in, and I mean, boom, the city hits you. Boom, it hits you. It's genius.
Walking along, let's be the harmony, but no note is wrong. And let's take the city and make it all so.
I mean, I want to jump out of my seat. I've got chills right now. I want to jump out of my seat with that cannon shot of joy that comes out right there. Let's listen to that again, folks. I mean, this blew me away the first time. It still blows me away. I get chills every time I hear how she does this. It's genius. Back it up just enough before we can get all of that. Genius. I mean, hats off to, gosh, the producers on this, and I should have written down all of the people who were involved, but the hats off. I mean, the slowing of the pace, the pencil tapping, the sparklies and the lines, the lines running through this whole thing, accentuating objects. It's brilliant. It's one of the greatest videos that's ever been done, and it's Grace VanderWaal's, I think, first big music video. It's one of the greatest, and it's her first. I mean, yeah, it just seems appropriate, right?
Feet speed walking.
Brilliant.
Cars just drive.
You notice how she doesn't let any phrase go. Her exuberance comes out in every single word. Let's listen to that again. And the whole speed walking and what she says at the end.
Feet speed walking. Cars just driving.
She's a star, folks. The way she's looking right there, she's a star. I mean, what do you do when somebody's got such a natural affinity for the camera? Gorgeous, charismatic, talented, a prodigy, belongs in front of a camera, belongs in front of a camera. No wonder they wanted her for Stargirl. Seriously, after watching this, how could they not? And I think they saw this. I may be getting ahead of myself. I think they saw this before they picked her. I don't know. But anyway, after they saw this, if they'd already picked her, they're like, okay, yeah, we got the right person. Okay. Let's listen to the rasp. You got the snare drum and then the rasp. It's nobody does rasps like her. Let's listen to it again.
And take it all in. The rumble of voices of the beast to our song. The horns are just on the beat, walking along. Let's be the harmony, but no note is wrong. And let's.
You notice that nonchalance in the way she just kind of talks it out? I mean, it's just like she's completely comfortable with what she's doing, and it's so captivating. Let's watch that again. How she's just kind of throwing that out for us.
Horns are just on the beat, walking along. Let's be the harmony, but no note is wrong. And let's take the city and make it all so.
I'm going to back it up to the beginning of this right here. First time I watched this, I'm so involved. The snare drum, her rasp, everything going along. And then they put this bridge in here. And it's so Grace VanderWaal. It's so personal. It's her back into herself, introspecting. It's such a perfect bridge to this song. And I think the first time I watched it, it brought tears to my eyes, seeing her by herself on this bench. That's how genius this is. That's how genius this moment is. The whole video is perfect. Let's watch this again. Her on a bench, bringing it back down for us before the last part of the exuberance.
Everything going on around you.
That face.
Just close your eyes and disconnect for a moment or two and hear the voices of the beast to our
Yeah, I got to hear that again. Sorry, folks. Here we go.
or two and hear the voices of the beast to our song. The horns are just on the beat, honking along. We'll be the harmony, but no notes wrong. Let's take the city and make it our song. Our song.
I want to watch her do that again, where she's just like,
Our song. Let's take the city and make it our song.
I've never noticed that before, but she almost has a wild look in her face right here. It's just amazing. Look at this. Look at that. Right there, that look in her face. Oh my God, that is so cool. Okay, here we go.
Take the city and make it our song.
Watch it.
Sorry.
Her dad. Just, I mean, what do you say about perfection, folks? What do you say about perfection? I'm going to put that wild look in her face again back here on the screen. Right there. Look at that. Wow. I mean, it's perfection. Seriously. I mean, there's just no other word. This video, the song itself, her voice, the instrumentation, the snare drums, the guitar work, the pencil graphics, accentuating objects. The whole thing is sort of this incandescent celebration of life and the city. I mean, she starts the whole thing out. Has there ever been an artist who started out their song with fresh laid concrete? Fresh laid concrete. Yeah. And then just the way she describes everything, melodies blowing. Just keep moving, rumble of voices, the bass of our song, horns, honking along. Let's make the city. Let's take the city and make it our song. Yes, well, Grace VanderWaal did. And I know I've said it so many times, but it just shows her genius of being able to turn any idea into brilliance. This thing, I mean, you saw I couldn't even sit still in my chair. This song does it to me every single time. It's one of those songs that I want to listen. If I am just in a mood, I've just got to listen to this song. She perfectly expresses her celebration of life, her exuberance in this song, the pacing on it, the video itself shows off who Grace VanderWaal is in certain moments, her celebratory moments. And I think basically it's her personality anyway. I mean, I think her personality is a celebration personality. And I think those kinds of authentic personalities are also introspective personalities. They get back away from the world and think about the world so that when they do come out into the world, they come out like butterflies. And Grace VanderWaal is a butterfly. She's an introspective butterfly. And this song proves it. And this one also made me look forward to, expect, anticipate, hope for later videos of her music. So it shows a graduation in her personality. I mean, remember her performances on AGT. She was nervous every single time, got a little bit better by the time Clay came around, but still kind of childlike, almost she was pre-teen, but I mean, yeah, just not completely open and comfortable with who she was. I mean, in a way, doing X's and O's on her back porch, she looked much freer there doing X's and O's. This is like X's and O's times 10. This is her coming completely out. And by the time she did this video, obviously she had done her entire Just the Beginning album. So she'd been through the ringer on what it's like, on what the music business is like. And this is her on the other side of it. I would imagine there's a lot of relief. But this is a growth piece right here. The song itself and the video itself. I love it. I've probably seen this 25 times. Seriously, 20. I think I have now. I've watched this video right here more than I have any other music video of all time. I love it that much. It's happiness. It's pure, unadulterated happiness. That's not syrupy. It's well written, well performed. She leaves no note unturned in her voice. Yeah, it's another reason why she's the greatest. Everything means something to her. Every note, every syllable, to the last syllable of recorded time, as Shakespeare would say. Anyway, it's Grace VanderWaal, The City, and I'll do more on Just the Beginning, but this to me shows a major evolution in her personality and character, or the growth, maturity of who she is, and it's a joyous experience. All right, I look forward to y'all's comments. Please leave them. Please let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.